All right, we welcome you back here. It's day number 2 of the 2015 Big Sky Media Kickoff. I'm John Oglesby, Media Relations Director over football in the Big Sky Conference. We're happy to be joined by the new head coach of the University of Montana Grizzlies, Bob Stitt. Coach, first off, congratulations. Thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Tell me about the transition. You and I both have a D2 background. Tell me about the transition from Division II to Division I, especially the Big Sky Conference. What's it been like so far?
You know, the football part of it is not going to be much different. It's coaching at a school like Montana. You've got a lot of obligations with the media and getting around the state and meeting people. And we put about 4,000 miles on in 6 weeks this spring and got around and meet all the great people of Montana. And Grizz Nation is strong.
Yeah, no doubt about that. What was it about the Montana job that appealed to you so much?
Looking from the outside in, it was the best job in FCS and a lot of success, and the passion of the fans is off the charts, and I just never thought I'd have a chance to be in the mix of a job like Montana. They'd always hired from the tree, and so when Kent called, it was very exciting for me. I thought I'd stay at Mines the rest of my life because I thought it was the best job in Division II, and for the chance to not have to go someplace and rebuild was really exciting for me.
You know, you've been noted for a long time as an innovative mind in the game. Obviously, you know, the West Virginia staff credited you a great deal for the fly sweep that helped them win a BCS bowl. How do you look at yourself in the coaching world? Do you look at yourself as kind of an innovator, kind of a new thinker, if you will, or do you just look at yourself as just a normal football coach who's teaching guys how to block and tackle?
I'm a pretty normal guy from a small town in Nebraska, but when it comes to football, there's two different ways of looking at things. You can look outside the box and try to come up with new things, or you can be a guy that, well, you know, are we going to change? Well, who else does it? So we need to go out and find out how to do it from someone else. I've always been a guy that, hey, we'll do it and we'll try things out. And at the Division II level, you could do that. You could trial and error it a lot. And being the head coach and the offensive coordinator, I could do anything I wanted on the offensive side. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't take too many assistant jobs seriously, because most head coaches wouldn't let me do some of the things that I've done. So just do what works, and how our defense is defending you, we're going to do something that may be completely new, but it's going to work.
Yeah, well, that's certainly interesting to hear about. Again, we're joined by Montana head coach Bob Stitt. Coach, how did you feel after spring ball? What was the feeling that you had about the guys on your roster?
I felt a lot better after spring ball than I did going in. And our kids really grasped what we were trying to do, and by the spring scrimmage, we looked like a really good football team. Defensively, we're solid anyway, and seeing the success that we had against our defense gave me a little bit of a gauge of what we could do in the league, and having a quarterback throw 4 touchdowns against our #1 defense in the spring game made me feel pretty good.
You're picked to finish 3rd in both the preseason coaches and media polls. You know, it's interesting. Your colleague at Montana State, Rob Ash, said that the preseason polls are, you know, they're nice. They don't really mean anything, but it's kind of a sign of respect. How do you gauge Montana being picked 3rd in the preseason polls?
You know, you don't put too much stock on it. Stock in it. You got to go out and win ball games. It's fun for the fans and the media, and everybody gets so excited for college football to start. The preseason polls are part of it. We won 3 championships at Mines. Not one time were we preseason #1. You know, so hopefully the postseason poll looks a little different for us. But you got to go out and win games.
No doubt about that. Final question here. We've given each head coach a chance to kind of answer this question. I want to do the same for you. What's your message out to all the Grizz fans out there as you're, again, just a few weeks away from starting fall camp?
You know, just don't get up and go to the bathroom during our games. You might miss about 12 or 15 plays. But we're excited to let our fans see this type of offense. I think it's going to be exciting. I think we're going to bring a new brand of football. You know, and we're not going to change much. We're going to get it back. We're going to get that swagger back.
Okay, that's the head coach of the University of Montana, Bob Stitt. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back in just a moment here as we continue day number 2 of the 2015 Big Sky Kickoff.